So I've used Lesson Space, sorry, for a few lessons, and I thought I might give a little demo how I use it. You can. It's quite nice to use also in your independent online journey. Or I see a few platforms where you can teach, actually use this Lesson Space platform. So let's go and look at it. I've been teaching with it for a while. There's some things I like and some things I don't like. So the things, let's go first, things I like. So it has these cool like features that you can keep students like motivated, or like, wow, you did a good job. And I really like this one that makes the screen shake. The thing I don't like is I have this raise your hand function. So the students don't have that. So maybe they will change it in the future, but um, I don't really. Feel like the students need to have this raise your hand function, and also maybe like one, two, three, or like these color ones. But I still use them. I'm like, Maggie, answer question one, please. John, it's your turn. Your question two. So I use that for that. Or like, good job, and I see you. So that goes on your picture. And then sometimes if you have like a troubleshooting issue, it will show on your little picture, or you can go there. Then it will show you exactly like what's the issue and how to maybe resolve it. There's also a chat box function where you can chat with your whole class, or maybe like do it independently. I have not done breakout rooms yet, so you can maybe try, and you can try that yourself. There's also, you can choose that there to make like a breakout room. So here, if you want to just chat to someone independently, you just click on their name and you chat there. If you're going to chat to everyone, you choose main room. What I also like is if you go here to people and then you press on the person that is their name, a student that you want to maybe disable editing, then they cannot draw on the screen. If you maybe have a student that likes to dribble, and if you want to enable it for all, you can also choose both. Um, Also, one that works if a student keeps on scribbling on the screen, you can go to leading mode and then read only, stops others from making changes to tab content. So then you can just put that one on. And then when you want the learners or the students to scribble or write again on the board, just remember to switch it off again. Okay. Leading mode, maybe if you want your students to read a different passage, you just are going to switch that off. But if you want everyone to stay on the same screen, you click that, you just switch that on. Then also, here's your screen share if you would like to screen share something. And then you just put that off. Um, if you Usually I just click my tab button if I want to go back. That is really nice if you want to maybe move something. If you want to upload something, you just go there to upload. Um, let's put that picture, then it goes on your screen. Then you can move it around using, this is the whole canvas, this is just this picture. If you don't want students to delete it, or you accidentally deleting it like that, but don't stress. If you accidentally did delete it, you can just press the undo button. And what I like to do, I just like to lock it, so then I won't be able to delete it. If you're going to unlock it, you can, like, if you have maybe another picture. What's also cool here at the library, let's get, is here another picture? Maybe we would, if we go to mathematics. Oh, I don't see there. But let's put then another picture on so that I can show you how that works. Let's go here. Oops, not there. Okay, if I want that one at the back, just do that. If I want to bring it to the front, and if I want to duplicate it, I can make a few. That's also kind of nice if I have a drawing maybe of a wave, and I want to make maybe let's put crest, because sometimes I teach physics, then I can maybe duplicate it. Then I just change that one to maybe wave length, and let's put duplicate, whatever, if you want to put. That's also a quick way to make a few text tools that the learners can then actually drag and drop. That's nice. So there's the duplicate, and I can also lock it. Then a student will be able to pick it up. Then you can, library is also nice because then you can actually upload your own there. Upload is if you want to upload a document. This is also kind of cool if you want to change your background color. Very nice. If you do maths, you can actually put it like how you can make like graph paper, etc. Shapes is also very cool. If you want to use a shape, the same applies like with a picture. You can just click it. I can duplicate it. There's another shape picture that you can upload. You can lock it, then they can't change it. Then you also have like a highlighter tool where you can use different colors. Ow! Oh, my cat. Then you can maybe highlight it. You have also your equation tool if you want to teach maths. So I've seen like very cool stuff on Lesson Space that I actually do like. It's just that raising your hand function, and they actually have like a library in, like, if you actually have Lesson Space, there's like a science, mathematics, English, music library with very cool resources already for you to use, that you can just click on the picture and it will appear. Let's just look here. Where is the library? There's a calculator tool, very cool elements. Oh yes, a sticky note that you can choose to maybe like write on, or you can say, Clara, this is yours, and then maybe Ryan, this is yours. Or you can also just click on it. You can change the color. If you say, okay, Ryan or Stacy, this is yours. Sticky notes also if you want to brainstorm. And yeah, it's another function, a few other functions that you can use. Usually when I upload like slides, I need to put zoom to fit. You can zoom in, zoom out. It will help you with your tool. So this is Lesson Space, how I use it usually.